远古大陆，群雄割据，四方势力战火不绝，一为勇气，穿梭于丛林之间，一切障碍都被他视作为猎物。一为力量，劈开了世间万物，巨剑出鞘，是将世界破坏殆尽。一为智慧，操纵着远古奥义，突破自身，迸发出耀世的光芒。一为坚韧，为囚禁了千百年，打破禁锢，只为复仇整个世界。群魔并起，鸟兽无名，王者相争，独霸天下。
Ready to work.
Hey guys, welcome back to the final game of the day here. Group stage is ending. We have our top 8 already. The quarterfinals are set. But let's have some more fun, don't we? FoCuS as an orc coming here for the main event of the day against Sini in another best of 3 in orc versus night elf. At least on paper. Let's see what they have to offer.
Yes, we had quite a bit of fun, didn't we? In the last one. I wonder what this game's gonna look like, because there is nothing really to be gained here as far as seeding and results goes. No matter how this match ends up, it's gonna be FoCuS in second, and Sini definitely not top 2, so what does it matter? There he is. On his birthday, he is playing his little heart out. Was struggling pretty hard earlier against Hunter. First game of the day. Managed to get the victory though, nice for him. On the big stage. 2 games on the big stage in one day.
He won the first one.
He looks like such a young kid, but he's not that young actually.
27 it is. Here we are, back again. The Back to Warcraft boys that you know and hopefully love. Everybody had to say goodbye to our co-cast. They did a phenomenal job. A little bit of fun here and there at the end of the group stage. I mean, it's not wrong, right? Lighten it up a little.
Yeah, you know.
What can we say?
What can we say? That's a good question.
Nothing that we can say can top what Neutron just said. So we can just.
Yeah.
I just tweeted it out. I think I quit casting. I can never reach this level of professional casting. That
I already felt this a little bit in the interview I did with him that we have up on YouTube. You know, he does enjoy the spotlight, and he does stuff that maybe you don't expect. Was a great pleasure, that interview with him, and here, I don't know if the mics picked it up, but we were laughing a lot.
Yes.
Along with a lot of you guys, I think.
One of those two guys will not laugh as much as they do on the pictures if they lose. FoCuS is qualified 2-0 over Hunter, 2-1 over 120, 2-1 over Hawk, and Lawliot was finally the one to defeat him in our third game of the day. He is second place in this group, no matter what happens. And Sini, the only win he achieved was on the stage against Hunter, where he struggled hard in the first map, but then came back. Hawk defeated him later on, and yesterday he was already defeated by 120 and Lawliot. So, would of course be nice for him to pick a win here, but the attention certainly on FoCuS, especially after his stage match yesterday, where he defeated and basically eliminated 120.
Yeah, this on paper is a big outmatch. FoCuS here earlier lost against the Night Elf on the main stage. I think it was Lawliot. But those two are, or have been at least, on 2 different levels when you compare Sini to the Korean Night Elf player Lawliot. Concealed Hill is gonna be our first map. We were expecting earlier some hex abuse creep. Wasn't really done the way FoCuS showed it for the first time in this tournament against 120. But maybe now it is time again as we load into map number 1. Between these 2 great players. I could certainly see some Farseer first once again. Or is he gonna go Infi style? Neutral hero? No, not quite.
No, looks normal for FoCuS. They are not switching races here, and looks like they are playing standard thus far. Sini, as we said, pretty interesting dude. Plays Orc versus Night Elf, but not the other way around. Sticks with Night Elf against Orc on his first WGL or Gold League tournament here. He has a pretty good win rate against Orc though, 64%. That's amongst the best in the world. Of course, he's playing a lot against tier 2 players, so that boosts this win rate a little. On the other hand, FoCuS as well, 64% win rate versus Night Elf, so this could be a pretty cool matchup. And once again, I did the stats and I was surprised as Sini has a better record against FoCuS, man. 8-7 wins for the Chinese. Yep. In maps, it's 18-17, so it's there it's the other way around. But yeah, Sini FoCuS pretty close.
Moon here, you can see it with a 2-0 victory against Sonic, and that is the 10-0 for Moon, right?
Holy shit, yes it is. Moon flawless.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, he's the only one by far who achieved that.
5 best of 3s, not dropping a single map against the best in the world. That is pretty damn crazy.
Yeah. Lin is 10-3, but Moon is certainly the only one not dropping a single map. Of course, there are a lot of Moon fans, and man, does he make them happy. In this Gold League thus far, but the playoffs start next Wednesday, and that's when it really counts.
It's going to be the difficulty for him. Can he keep up this shape? We've seen plenty of players having strong days, or strong 2 days. 2 strong days, I should say. But then, dropping off later, hopefully, he's going to be able to stay the course. Alright, first creep camp here. The same between the two. And FoCuS, in typical FoCuS style, only grabs up the item. Will leave the rest of the camp alone. He's really the master of finding these specific item pickups, these special creep routes. And special creep techniques as well. We mentioned the hex trick earlier, in case you haven't seen that yet. The way it works is you drag out the big boy creep. In this case, on the red camp, that would be the Ogre Lord. You hex him, and then you walk behind him. And because it's a critter, the AI tells it to walk away from the creep camp. And apparently for that reason, because it's then so far away, it doesn't aggro anymore, it doesn't attack anymore. It feels like sometimes it's working and sometimes it's not. It looks a little weird. Maybe we're gonna have a chance to see it later.
Tree and Terraz in the base, no entangle, so peon kills are not that easy, but if he cancels this burrow, then there's no second grunt. And without that, creeping is fairly hard, and he succeeds with that. Pretty good opening for Sini thus far. Blade Master comes in though and does a little bit of damage. I wonder if he has a dust. It's nighttime now. Doesn't even need it. No Shadow Melt by Sini.
Is this keeper even gonna get out? Okay, he opens up the way here, so it's really hard to block the exit now towards the right. It's costing a lot of lumber for FoCuS. And still no burrow coming up, of course. Can he get that peon? It's pretty close. No. He doesn't want to let the keeper escape. Double peon block. This is pretty cool. He's gonna get this TP in the end. But it's taking forever. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, FoCuS now only 120 lumber. He needs 2 burrows with that. And the tier 2 buildings. Sini doing surprisingly well, going into Huntress now.
Did he make an expo behind this?
Not yet, but there's a Wisp ready, and the Observer shows it. This one will morph into a Tree of Life most likely. FoCuS needs a lumber mill. That building requires no lumber, despite the name.
Where did all the Sini's resources go? He's only got the second Huntress now? Okay, there it is. Tree of Life now coming. Feels a little late.
Well, the resources went into Huntress Hall, second Engine of War, and Huntress. Pretty costly.
Yeah, I guess so. I just thought he should kind of have more. Miscalculating that, I guess. Tier 2 finishes, burrows in time, just barely, for the second hero, which is pretty damn sure going to be the Shadow Hunter. Sees the Blade Master coming in, cancels the healing. That's pretty nice. If he gets the shop here, that would be a big deal. And he's got so much normal damage as well that he's definitely going to get it. But Blade Master surely must have gotten more heal cells before the shop went down. He's not going to get the altar. But that's not really necessary. This is all distraction for the expansion, but it has been scouted. This is a very predictable play. I said he didn't have the damage for the altar, but maybe he does with all these treants.
You always underestimate this, man. Shadowhunter only 60% out. I don't know how long the treant duration is. He needs repair now. Does he have another set of treants soon? now he's distracted.
Oh.
Kills the peons. This is
More repair.
looking good. He can't repair that much anymore. Treants are falling though, 2 of them at least. Bouncing glaives, of course, against these peons. Less repair now. Has to send one back. Oh, actually getting killed. But the hunters are removed, so...
That repair was so expensive. Had to use the gold peons. Would love to have a resource, a gold mine check between the 2 bases. Gets the hunters at least for his troubles, but the quick question is, what about the tree? The grunt kept on hacking away at it, so it's low HP. With the 2 heroes, is the damage going to be good enough to cancel this one?
Looks like it. And Tangle goes into the grunt, so there's no damage at the moment. Hunts are there. Could be a kill right away with a fresh level 2, but now the Chakrams and the blade hacking and slaying away. And Tangle is there. He does have the mana. How long can he hold this up? The tree is about to finish. Repairs
so
coming
close.
in for Sini. It's
Oh
really
damn, the hex!
Oh wow!
It didn't cancel either!
That was so expensive.
Where's the owls? Where's the sentinels? Did he use them all? I think I heard one there, but that was late.
FoCuS pretty lucky here, man. The Altar alive, Shadow Hunter out, expansion cancelled.
Was all calculated.
By the way, 1-2-0-1 against Hunter, against Hawk already. That game was for some reason preponed and unfortunately not streamed. Once again, 1-2-0 not on the stream with this game.
A shame, but apparently the admins don't care enough. Here it is. That is the creep trick, but again, it's not working as intended, right?
Not really.
He is still fighting. The rest of the creep camp is there. When he did it against 1-2-0, the rest of the creep camp was just standing behind.
Yeah, we saw. We've seen it 3 times now, and it worked in the most important match. FoCuS is certainly not a guy like Hunter, where the bad luck is just constantly on his heels, but...
Oh, plan B, boys. It's an AP push. Backed up by all those hunts, of course. Keeper staffing in. Should be level 3 by now. Wisp coming in for the surround, actually. Nice hex. Keeps away the entangling roots at least for a little while, but not for long enough. Here it is. Speed scroll won't help you against this one, and this SHO is almost dead. He hexes him. That way, if he dies, he's not going to get the experience. Or is the Keeper the one to die, perhaps? Yes, he is!
Wow, what a return by FoCuS. Saves the SH, kills the Keeper of the Grove. In water, of course, you can't get the APs up. Windwalk, there is detection, but no entangle anymore. FoCuS is really playing with fire here, about to fall down from the high wire, but no.
He's really reviving him from the tavern? Now he's got no mana.
FoCuS has still no shop, took some time to get it back, had no lumber, I guess. FoCuS needs some time to heal up.
Oh, that's building so good right now, though. Everything's so tanky. But yeah, shop is gone. 1 Huntress to fall. Doesn't have a snare yet, as it seems. Should be finishing, though, momentarily. There it is. It's gonna be an easy kill. Still no mana for the Keeper. Alchemist coming in. The Acid Bomb here is gonna help. Going for the hero kill once again. Can he kill him one more time? We have the Hex. We have the right clicks. And there is the kill. Level up. And with that, he gets away. There's another ensnare, perhaps. I guess on cooldown right now. GG! And FoCuS dominates game number 1.
Well, it was super duper close. Does it feel for you that he really calculated this?
Nah, of course not.
I mean,
I mean, kind of the same deal as the 5 seconds in that Expo situation earlier between him and Loliot. 5 seconds would have saved that tree. Wisp would have been there for the repair. Keeper was ready with entangles. So that was a little bit lucky for FoCuS, yes. But outside of that, he did like everything right, in my opinion.
yes. And a little lucky with that as well. Pretty cool game on the last stage of the group stage here, or the last game of the group stage. FoCuS, man, maybe... I mean, he's playing very good, but to be a champion, you need some luck as well. He's certainly blessed with that. I hope he's not using that all.
Why did
to
it say the same thing? Ah, cola chips. You remember that?
Wow, am I hexed now? Until you say my name? Is that how it works?
We didn't do it like that.
Back in school, it was like that. You know, then you were silenced until someone says your name.
No, we just said it when something was said at the same time, just as a term, or just to you know, to mark that moment, I guess. You know.
Okay.
To share a moment together and to vocally appreciate it together.
With this win. FoCuS is one map away from the 4-1 score. He will face a Night Elf. That's, oh no, either Moon, Colorful, or Lin. Could be an Orc Mirror as well. Foggy will certainly face a Night Elf in his quarterfinal against Colorful, Moon, or Lawliot. Well, at least only one matchup to practice for, huh? I mean, we will have the group drawings right after this match, live on stream. So once this match is finished, don't turn off. You want to know the top 8. And, of course, the quarterfinals for Wednesday and Thursday.
Absolutely. Speaking of the quarterfinals, by the way, I was talking with Foggy in the break. He's not so satisfied with his second place because that means he's going up against all Night Elves. And as Neutron has informed us, he's weak in that matchup. All jokes aside, Foggy agrees. He says that's his weakest matchup at the moment. And
well, he lost to Moon in Shenkui Cup. He lost to Neutron, to Sonic in the European Finals. He lost to Neutron at some point. I think it was US Brain Cup. So yeah, he does have a point, but he has 3 days to practice and special strategies with Neutron. Oh, Neutron is leaving, right?
I think he's staying a little bit longer till Thursday or so, I think.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, probably those guys gonna grind out some games, gonna develop some strategies. Because the best strategy, or the right strategy, is more important than the perfect micro. That is the way Foggy sees things. That'll be interesting to witness together what he comes up with. Fast expos, I got a feeling, are gonna be one of the things, or oftentimes thing, that we're gonna be seeing. Okay, map number 2 is taking a little while. Perhaps a bit of technical issues once again.
Maybe a bug in the beginning.
Yeah.
Happened a little bit.
Yeah, after we had those bugs kind of on stream, I think they're waiting now a little bit longer to see if they are occurring. But now it seems like we are ready for our second map, Last Refuge. It is. That was where Lawlight earlier had the perfect game from start to finish. That was truly impressive.
Yeah, Sini, what does he have in store? Did he see that match? Unlikely, he was playing as well. It's not that easy to catch up with that so fast. Okay, match points for FoCuS, aiming for the 4-1. Sini trying to equalize. At number 2, Last Refuge.
Would be quite a surprise, I guess, if he wins this. But as you said, he's got surprisingly good stats against FoCuS, man. Never would have thought so, but I'm gonna trust you here, Neo. You are the stats master, aren't you?
With the help of TurboZao, Liquipedia, and Warcraft3.info, yes I am.
So far, though, judging from the first game, FoCuS seems to be a little bit ahead of Sini, if not to say quite a bit ahead. But it's his map choice. Let's see, maybe he's got a beautiful opening lined up, similar to what Lawlight had earlier. I think it had a lot to do with that first Wisp Scout. It doesn't sound like much, but having that Wisp next to the opponent's Merchant to see if the Blade is being aggressive, and then like counteracting his movement, was so effective for Lawlight. Brought him such a great early game.
Oh! Here we see the special tactics by FoCuS. It's not super unusual these days, as 1.30 has brought in the Shadow Hunter as a first hero from time to time. So Remo, educate the viewers who haven't seen this yet. What is the purpose of the Shadow Hunter? What's the game plan of this?
I have seen it almost always designed as a push strat. You expect the Night Elf to play expansion at one point. Doesn't have to necessarily be the case, but it's more often the case than not. And the way you want to deal with that is you don't cancel the expo, you don't harass it when it's being crept or whatever. You super extreme hard level this Shadow Hunter, get him to level 4, level 3 at least, but more like level 4. Then with a tier 2 timing push with Spirit Link, Raider Walker, all that stuff, and a Tinker, you assault that expansion. You're going to have Serpent Wards, you're going to have Pocket Factories, you're going to be standing there in a really, really strong position. And that stage of the game, the expo hasn't paid off yet. The Night Elf only has Huntresses usually. And timings like these have been very effective in the past, where FoCuS has shown these strats already, especially on Terraner stand, with the help of a Lightning Shield creep, to get that SH into fighting shape so fast. There's no lightning shield here. There is no super fast gripping possibilities here. Instead, FoCuS is playing this SH very aggressively with Hex moving across right away. With a peon to Burrow Rush.
Is he Burrow rushing? Yeah, he's played that on Last Refuge quite a bit in past online tournaments. So I'm not super surprised, but where is he putting this? He has the lumber now. I think he was lacking the lumber, and he does it as Lin did in the opening match against Neutron, or not?
Just spend gold on the tech or grunt? No, a grunt it was. Okay. Faking it, I guess. Faking it, making him afraid.
He forced to build second engine of war. Okay, tech as well. No Hunter's Fall, if I saw that correctly, right?
Not yet.
Okay, we'll most likely go for that second engine of war anyway. It would have been good in the defense against this to have one engine of war to produce archers and one engine of war to soak up damage and deal damage when he's uprooted. But, you know, for the production later on, it's also good. So just keep it.
So FoCuS with this is going to have a tech lead. Not by so much, though, I would say. And of course, on tier 2 with the Hunt's upgrade and the Alchemist coming in, suddenly this Night Elf Force is going to be really strong. And against that, most likely, is going to be standing a Shadow level 2. And that makes me afraid for FoCuS. I think he needs to get level 3 until then. He's got 3 grunts out already, so it may not be so difficult. But yeah, he needs to catch up in experience.
Engine of War's uprooting now, helping with the creep. FoCuS with a very interesting creep here. Luring out the creep to the top of the forest. Haven't seen that before either. A little bit reminiscent of the creep on Amazonia, how the Night Elves do it. With the big kobold.
Player's forces are under attack.
I like that creep camp. And again, think back earlier to the Lights game. He did not allow this to happen for FoCuS. He was being more aggressive, kept him from getting that, and denied it with the Angel of War.
The big one. The level 3 is now so far away.
Oh, that's the one deny you couldn't afford to take, man. That's not good. Please don't lose his grunts.
No, he controls the aggro rather well.
Woo. Boulder toss. He didn't have a single heal salve so far. He was saving a lot of gold with this. Now he's gonna need some, of course. Keeper will get his level 3, but all pretty delayed. Another Wisp here. Turned into a chicken and then imploding.
Right, good attack speed on this Keeper with the 2 gloves of haste and a little bit more extra damage with the Room of the Magi. Here is level 3 from the expansion, but he would be kind of closest to level 4 already. Level 3 on the Shadow Hunter as well, and that can only mean Serpent Wards too, right?
I believe so. They are so powerful. 30 damage a pop for only 30 mana. That sounds like a really good deal. You want to be able to protect them though as well, where the Tinker would be coming in handy in a siege situation. But, as we saw earlier already, there is no expansion. This is straight up one base play. So, does that mean that everyone's favorite unit, every Night Elf's favorite unit, it's the Mountain Giant, or is it going to be something else?
He has 5 archers and 2 berserkers. Ooh, FoCuS here with the Shadowhunter Tinker strategy.
Also, he's pushing the main with this, really? Going for the Hex, going for the FoCuS, but nice. I like how it wakes up the creeps. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, Enstairs will be flying. This is pretty dangerous. Going for the Keeper again, but it's only level 1 Hex. FoCuS. That is not good for him.
Nope. Lots of damage here. Entangle kills the Grunt. He gets 1 archer in return, but the Tinker's already down to 1/3. Haven't seen a single Pocket Factory. As I say, it casts Curse. There it is. Dispel against the Entangle, but man, was that a lot of damage. And Sound Portal out immediately without getting the kill on the Shadow Priest. Good play by Sini, and losing this
What?
Grunt. Nope.
Why doesn't he entangle it?
Not chasing it. Low on mana, maybe?
No, he's got 200 something.
Huh.
And he's much faster than the Grunt. He can just run it down. That is very weird. So was that push, by the way.
Yep.
Moving towards the main. I guess he was expecting Sini to be more greedy. Rush tier 3. Don't go into so many units. But this is like 5 archers. I think it was even 6 with Mercs, with Longbow upgrade. And now the Keeper with level 4 and a greater mana as well.
Indeed, that's a lot of Entangle. what does FoCuS Tinker now really provide? I mean, against the archers, okay, it's nice, but the longer the game goes, the weaker he gets.
Yep, absolutely. Tinker always great against buildings, attacking bases. In straight-up battles, not always the best choice. Big Ogre Magi goes to the Night Elf, finding the... Don't see it yet. Losing another Grunt, though. Dropping down to 36 supply. That's also Sini's supply, to be fair, but I feel like he's got the better army, especially thanks to his hero.
Yep. Alchemist level 1.5. Looking for a Tome of Experience, but I guess not finding it here. Yeah, level 4.3 on the Keeper. That will hurt in a bit. There's still quite a few creep spots to take on this map. Both laboratories, both red spots. And double engine of lore. It's gonna be Mountain Giants.
Okay, so you're going up against the MGs, and you're not far ahead enough at all to be finishing the game before they come out. You're stuck on Shadowhunter and Tinker. How do you deal with them? I guess the answer is ignore them, kill everything else. I really don't see a world where you can deal with them at all. I feel like against Mountain Giants, sustain, healing is really important. Because they do a little bit of chip damage, and if you can out-heal that, maybe you can have a good battle. But this SH doesn't have heal wave. It's got Hex and Spirit Link.
Ooh, that's sweet. The Katka's Pipe of Insight. Mana regeneration, especially if he goes for Dryads later. It's going to be a lot of Dispel. And of course for the Keeper and Alchemist, it's especially great. But also against the Spirit Link. If you want to really hard focus something, get rid of the Spirit Link, Dispel it, and then get the nuke. Focus.
Ancient Django.
Plus 10% damage on everything.
Does it work on wards?
I was thinking the same. I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Wards are like...
No, we just saw it on the wall. There was no bullet.
Ah, he took out? Okay. Yeah, wards are like a little special thing in Warcraft. They're not buildings, they're not units. They're certainly not heroes, they're just wards.
You can control them with the Breaker Master upgrade. At least some wards. I don't know if it goes for all wards.
Exactly. Some wards are different for others.
Stasis Trap works.
Yeah. For example, Observer Ward, you can dispel. Stasis Traps, I think so too. Pretty sure. But Serpent Wards you cannot.
Okay, Tinker close to level 3. Clockwork Golems gets a lot better. By the way, Warsong Battle Drums, not Ancient Django. Getting a little late here in China.
Base trade.
Okay, we've seen this plenty of times in old patches. Does FoCuS have reinforced defenses? Haven't seen it. We haven't been in this base for quite some time.
There's plenty of lumber, so he should have it, ideally. He does not. Oh, he doesn't have the Womble yet. It's just coming up in the back right now.
Ah, that hurts. Sini is getting 2 burrows and level 3, or maybe 4. 3. Nope. He's far in the back, little stuck behind the buildings, right?
You're so close to the level up. Needs one more treant, I think. Here come the MGs, though. There's level 3. Do they have the upgrades? That's the question.
Look. Nah, doesn't seem like it. Too early for that. But they do have normal damage against Raiders, that's nice. He's losing 1 Moonwell, and therefore he's supply stuck as well. On his 39 supply only. No way, yes.
Doesn't look like it.
There's so much mana.
Well, that push just came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. FoCuS could close this last game of the group stage here with this push. Once this Mountain Giant is dead, basically floodgates open. Sini is losing the Berserker, and the heroes are still very healthy, and there's a Mana Stone as well involved.
And the damage on the Night side isn't so great anymore. Oh, the MG. Can't get out of there, he's stuck. The Hunter's Hold is blocking the way. Heal Spray coming in, okay. Sini's holding on, but just barely because his Alchemist is getting hexed and killed. Goodbye. Cruel world. He got Moonwells in the back though, so he's not supply stuck anymore. He can start reviving his second hero right now.
Oh, the Clockwork Explosion kills the Mountain Giant. If you kill one of those Clockworks, it does 30 plus damage. Doesn't matter. And then, yeah, that's what kills the Mountain Giant. And that's what makes them pretty damn good, man. Normal damage is great against buildings, and they always do guaranteed damage when you kill them. And FoCuS again with 3 units about to die, 1 step to the grave already. We've seen this against Lawlight, man. His micro is pretty much on point.
Yeah, really nicely done. And once those heal cells have run long enough and this army is healthy again, the next wave of attack is gonna be scary, scary indeed. There's a level 5 keeper here, which can be good, but as long as these walkers have mana, FoCuS should have the answer against this at the same time.
And we are close to level 5 Shadow Hunter, and then either a lot of heal or no, do we have Hex? Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we do have Hex. Okay, so either a long Hex or the big Serpent Wards.
Oh, he gets it. Last hit to FoCuS.
Level 5 though, Book of the Dead. There's not much to spell except the Wisp. Can he afford that? I'm not so sure. Well, he must dispel against it, I guess.
He's going for the hero kill. Can he get it? Does he have the ensnares required? There's no invul or TP or anything, but he doesn't close the surround. The keeper seems to be safe. He's dropping the items right there next to his opponent. Level 4 and level 5 hero level ups show us those Serpent Wards, baby. Now they have they have 50 damage if they are level 3. There it is, there it is. Click on it.
It's a great summon unit, man. Now, but he gets some kills with the Entangle. Level 5 and a quarter, 5 and a third.
We have seen 1 MG and 1 keeper holding on against assaults, but I don't know about this one, dude.
Sini doesn't look too confident either. Keeper is down to 50%. Mountain Giant is again about to fall.
Snakes! Snakes everywhere!
Seriously everywhere. Alchemist is back, but he's just, man, he still has so much mana to use for so many Serpent Wards.
Slow speed, he wants that hero kill. Oh, Book of the Dead's around, not yet closed. Ah, that would have been sweet. GG! FoCuS, the deserved winner, 2-0.
Yeah,
very convincing fashion.
Going 4-1 in this group stage, only losing to Lawlight. That was not to be expected before this tournament, actually. The big surprise yesterday when he defeated 1-2-0, and also this was like way more dominant than the stats would have suggested.
Yes, absolutely. Nice to see him once again performing offline. He's not always able to do this, but here looking strong. This could have very well been a 5-0 for him as well. It was a very close game against Lawlight earlier.
Man, the ending of the best of 3 of FoCuS versus Lawlight could have gone either way.
Yep.
It was just
absolutely.
Lawlight a little bit more lucky today, but both are playing great. So, Remo, 4 days are over.
Yes.
8 players are in the playoffs, 16 players are eliminated.
True.
We do have 4 Koreans, right?
Yeah,
4 Koreans, 3 Chinese, and 1 Ukrainian. We have only, like, no Undead anymore. The Scourge was really disappointing in this entire tournament. 1-2-0, Lucifer, WFZ, and PCG couldn't advance, unfortunately. Also the humans, TH out. We were gonna crown a new world champion here in Shanghai this time. Chamiko couldn't make it. Infi made it, but he's kind of a random, not really random player, but you know, he can play everything. Sok was so close. I think the humans played good but didn't get the results, same as the Western scene in general. Orcs are certainly overperforming to what we've expected of them before.
What about Fly? I think he's rather underperforming. He made it through, but it was so close. Vice World Champion, a title like that you should expect more of him. We almost had first and second place not making it through, as you mentioned. TH.
To be very honest, his silver medal last GCS summer was a fluke. I mean, that was a one-in-a-year performance on a different patch, and since then, I wasn't too impressed with him. I think he's playing.
I'm not gonna write him off, dude.
No, never write Fly off.
No,
you never write Fly off.
Can't do that. Like, he just needs 1 or 2 good days, and suddenly he can be champion or second place. If he's gonna turn up, crank it up to 100%, then anything is possible for that guy. Still, in my opinion. But yeah, as you said, TH not making it. We can kind of forgive him for that. He had a super sick group against Lin and Foggy in that group A of death. Even in tip-top shape, which was he not? Hard to tell. Would have been difficult.
We go to the stage for the winner interview, but please stay tuned afterwards. We're going to draw the quarterfinals with you.
FoCuS 也把掌声送给他。好，那来问一下，现在終於塵埃落定了，小組出現，有什麼樣的心情想和我們分享一下嗎？
이제 그 서그룹에서 출선이 확정되었습니다. 현재 느낌이 어떠하시나요?
오기 전에 목표가 이제 8강 진출이었는데 달성하게 돼서 굉장히 기쁘고 올라가서도 열심히 해야겠다는 생각하고 있습니다.
这次来的时候，我的目标就定在进军8强上，然后达成了这个目标，感觉很开心。然后既然已经到了这个情况，我会再接再厉。
是的，其实我发现很多的这个选手都是先定一个8强的目标，然后随后就越战越勇。那既然已经闯进了8强，有没有可以再大胆预测一下8强之后会达到什么样的名次？是不是就直奔冠军而去了呢？
현재 이미 8강에 진출했으니 좀 이제 큰 목표를 한번 잡아보시죠. 어떻게 생각하시나요?
일단 8강에 올라간 저 말고 다른 선수들이 다 저보다 잘하는 선수들이라서 그 이상은 솔직히 힘들 거라고 생각하고요. 근데 그래도 열심히 해보겠습니다.
因为其他进军8强的选手感觉都比我要强，所以感觉再定更高的目标确实挺难的。那我也会尽我最大的努力。
哇，非常谦虚哦，我们把掌声送给他好不好？好，又到了各位非常喜欢的一个。